In this video, we will learn how to grow black tomatoes at home. When most people think of tomatoes, they immediately assume two things: one, that they are vegetables, and two, that they are always red. Of course, both these things are not true, and you guys would be shocked to learn that there are many black tomatoes, such as Black Beauty tomato. If you have grown tomatoes before, Black Beauty is not that different. The only difference is in the flavor, color, and richness of these heirloom tomatoes. Subscribe and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Urban Gardening. Take some ripe Black Beauty tomatoes. Cut your heirloom tomatoes in half and scoop out the insides into a bowl. Now let the seeds sit in the bowl for few days. In few days, a layer of mold will develop on the seeds. This process can destroy many seed-borne diseases that could affect the next generation of plants. It usually takes about 2 to 3 days for the mold to form. Be sure to harvest the seeds shortly after the mold forms so that the seeds do not germinate in the bowl or container. Pour water into the container to dilute the mixture. After you have collected all of the seeds in this strainer, clean them thoroughly with water. Spread the seeds over a non-stick surface and allow them to dry for 2 to 3 days. Take a small pot with some holes at the bottom for drainage. Fill the pot with the soil mix. To sow your seeds, you can use either potting soil or a homemade soilless seed starting mix consists of 70% coco peat and 30% compost. Make sure to moisten the soil mix before you sow your seeds. Place the seeds over the soil surface and space them 1 to 2 inches apart. Planting a few extras will help you make up for any losses, particularly with types known for having lower rates of successful germination. Cover with ½ inch of soil mix and pat down lightly. After planting, water lightly with a gentle shower. Keep the pot in full sun and make sure to keep the soil mix little moist at all times for quick germination. Normally, tomato seeds will germinate after 9 to 12 days. Keep soil moist but not soggy while awaiting germination. Moderate watering slightly once seedlings break through the soil. Once the plants peek out of the soil, they will grow pretty fast. At this stage, tomato seedlings are ready to be transplanted. Make sure they are 6 to 12 inches tall. For tomatoes, it's best to start with a smaller container and transplant to a larger container when you need to, as the excess soil might stay too wet. Take the plants out of the pot carefully. Try to keep the root ball intact during the transplanting process. Now prepare your seedlings by removing 3 to 4 bottom leaves. Tomato plants prefer well-drained, fertile soil high in organic matter. For that, we will use a mix of 60% garden soil and 40% compost. Make sure you choose a pot that's wide enough and deep enough for the transplants. A 22-inch diameter pot that is 18 inches deep is usually adequate and can easily accommodate 2 to 3 plants. Dig holes 8 to 12 inches deep. It needs to be deep enough that you can plant your seedlings and only the top one-fourth of the plant will be sticking out of the ground. Tomato plants are different. They have the ability to generate roots along their stems, which is why it's beneficial to plant them deeply. To grow a strong, sturdy plant, bury up to two-thirds of the stem, as tomatoes form roots all along any buried portion of the stem. Set the seedlings 8 to 12 inches apart in their new container, firm the soil around them and water gently. At this stage, plant will start developing new side stems. These side stems fork and branch out further, with flower bursts forming along their tips. If you have chosen to grow any of the taller varieties, you will need to give them some kind of support. Supporting your tomato plants will keep the stems upright and off the ground. The supports will also hold the weight on the plant, preventing any stems from snapping under the pressure of the large fruits. You can support tomato plant by placing one stick or a bamboo stick right next to its stem. Use sticks that are long enough to go to the bottom of the pot and stick up out of the soil 4 to 6 feet. When inserting the stick, try not to damage the root ball of the plant. Insert the stick 4 to 5 inches away from the main stem. Once the bamboo sticks are in place, you should tie the stem to the stick with a piece of twine or plant wire. You just need to ensure that the plant can be supported effectively at every stage of its growth. As the plant grows, remove and prune out bottom leaves or any crossing, crowded, damaged leaves to keep the plant open, airy, and free of pests and diseases. You can use a variety of creative designs to make a support system just to your liking. All tomato plants are self-pollinating, meaning the pollen in a flower needs only to drop down into the female part of the same flower for fertilization to take place. If you gently rub or tickle your finger over the end of the flower, you are basically doing the job of the insect. This is, in common words, known as tickling. Your plant is more likely to produce fruit by giving it a good tickle. So go ahead, give your tomatoes a good tickle and hear them squeal with delight. Tomatoes are considered heavy feeders. In any location, they need regular fertilizing, but this is especially true in containers. After every 15 to 18 days, add few handfuls of compost to boost plants' growth. After adding, mix well in the soil, then water the plants thoroughly. You will need to repeat the fertilizing process after every 15 to 18 days. Rich, moist soil results in healthier plants. Healthy plants suffer from fewer disease and pest problems, so providing proper irrigation helps reduce plants' maintenance. After pollination, fruit grows over the next 45 to 90 days. Fruit will start as black. Size will keep on increasing until it reaches its harvest time. These tomato plants are considered heirlooms, meaning the seeds have been passed down from generation to generation. If you have grown tomatoes before, Black Beauty is not that different. The only difference is in the flavor, color, and richness of these heirloom tomatoes. The Black Beauty tomato plant is indeterminate. This means its plants can grow to be well over 5 feet high. Determinate variety bears all fruit at once, but indeterminate plants keep on giving as long as they are alive. These tomato plants continue to grow and bear numerous fruits. For optimal production, you will need to provide proper support as fruit matures. Be careful not to allow your plants to dry out. This will put your fruit at risk of splitting and cracking. The lack of water not only harms your fruit but also increases the risk of disease being introduced into your crop. After about 120 to 130 days, your tomatoes will start ripening. Ripe fruits will be hefty and firm and will give way slightly when you apply a gentle squeeze. If they feel too hard, then they are not ready yet. Also, the longer you let them stay on the plant, the sweeter they will get. Be sure and wait for true ripeness. Black Beauty takes a while to ripen, but is definitely worth the wait. To harvest ripe fruits, pull them from the stem with a light tug or use a scissor to cut them off from the plant. Because Black Beauty plants keep flowering, you will need to harvest your fruit at least twice a week. This will provide a constant supply of fresh tomatoes. Additionally, it will prevent fruits from weighing down and breaking the plant. Beautiful to look at, the flavor of Black Beauty is deep, rich, and complex. While the flesh of these tomatoes can be a deep purple to black shade, the insides are blackish red. Black Beauty have firm dark flesh, a meaty texture, and are very juicy, similar to other beef steak varieties.